So my name is Eliane UBALIJORO. I'm the CEO of ICRAF, and it was my pleasure to welcome all the participants to our beautiful campus here in Nairobi. So I think what is really absolutely amazing is that this is the first time it's happening in Africa. And I think it's amazing that it's also happening here at the ICRAF campus of ICRAF, just by Karura Forest that was championed by Wangari Maathai. So I think symbolically having it happening here in Nairobi, here at the ICRAF campus, working with us is really wonderful. So we've been based in Nairobi for 45 years, and so I think given our role in terms of the International Center for Research in Agroforestry, having this conference here at this time in the world is amazing. So I think that the critical impact of this event is that we're at a time on the planet where we know that we need to plant, trillion tree or more. And so how we are deciding on how we're planting trees across the planet is very critical. At ICRAF, we say it's critical to be planting the right tree at the right time for the right purpose. So how we look at the needs for conservation in terms of biodiversity conservation, food security and nutrition in terms of what capacity that planted trees can bring, as well as how they can contribute to climate resilience is critical. And we know that ensuring survival rates of planted trees is really important. And so it's wonderful for us to be here and to be contributing the knowledge that we have through our 800 staff to this conference. I think this has been an amazing event because it's bringing researchers, academics, private sector, government together. The Ministry for Environment, Climate Change was here. We had the PS of Forestry representing Kenya, and I think that's also the strong presence of KEFRI in terms of the work that's being done is very critical. And so I think this is a really great event on how do we collectively as different stakeholders work together to advance the agenda of planted forests is really important. So I think what's really amazing for us is that we have, in terms of the work we do, we have regional country programs. We have a number of scientists within ICRAF that are attending from Africa as well as working elsewhere in the planet. And so we can see how the impact of this Congress is already having in terms of the networks and the communities of practice that are being strengthened by the opportunity to be here. There's been field visits, so there's been a really good opportunity to understand what is actually happening in Kenya. There has been amazing displays in terms of seeing what is the potential of growing timber in Africa and how this can be a really critical space of growth and carbon sequestration. And so I really see amazing potential in the immediate and in the long term in terms of strengthening this community of practice, having this knowledge network really contribute to planetary intelligence around how do we ensure that planted trees are really contributing to economic growth and sustainable solutions. So this has been a great event because it has been a collaborative effort, and we are really delighted that the Kenyan government was also very present. And I think it's also symbolic that the event will be ending a few days before the tree planting day, that's November 13th here in Kenya, where the country has an ambitious plan of planting 15 billion trees over the next decade. And Kenyans and all residents are encouraged on Monday to be contributing part of the 100 trees that the government is hoping each of us will be contributing in the next decade to help reach the 15 billion agenda of trees. And I think what's really important is I encourage the planting of indigenous trees and really encouraging all to be present for this agenda, as it's critical to our involvement and engagement in sustainable growth. And it's just a wonderful opportunity that this event has happened on our campus, and we're very privileged to have hosted this event.